Okay, first of all, can you tell us something about you? How long do you live here? Why did you bought this castle, for example?
Well, we bought it in, we bought the castle in 1991.
Okay.
Now, when we bought this was a total ruin. All of the castle was totally ruined. It had been burned down and bombed during the Irish Civil War in 1922.
Okay.
So it was just left like a shell. I bought it in 91, and then early 94 I started restoration. The reason we bought it, well, it was very cheap,
Yeah.
you know, and we were in kind of a recession at the time, so there was nobody interested.
Okay.
And I was a lot younger and I had lots of energy.
Okay.
So those are some of the reasons. But we started the work then in early 94. And basically that's what I've been doing. But I'm doing it principally on my own. Now occasionally I have some friends who come to help to do heavy things and that. But principally I'm working on my own.
Okay. Impressive. Okay. But you probably heard about stories about spirits and ghosts before you bought the castle.
Oh, yeah.
Did you believe that, or?
Yes, of course, because I came from an old house anyway, from the 1600s, so there was many things happening there. But I also knew this place since the end of the 1960s.
Okay.
Because I went to college in another castle just quite near here. So I was in here many times in the 1960s.
So you had some experience here?
No experience. No.
No.
But just called to see it occasionally. It was the college. It was a training college for forestry. So it wasn't like a boarding school. You know, we were out in weekends. So every Saturday we would go to town, and this would be on our way to town. So we often stop the bicycles and call in for minutes or something. You know.
There's a story about the Bloody Chapel up there. There's a story about they found a wall which they break in and found human bodies. Can you tell us something about that?
Bones, skeletons, yeah. Well, that happened in 1932.
Okay.
Some local men just came and for no gain whatsoever they decided they would put a temporary roof on the tower to protect it. Now they got nothing for it, but they noticed this stonework in the doorway to the oubliette. They didn't know anything about the oubliette, but they probed the stonework. One of the stonemasons felt that the stonework was from a different period.
Okay.
So they probed it and they found the opening then to the oubliette. And then they took all the bones out and they buried them. There's a churchyard across the valley and they buried them in that churchyard over there.
So what do you think? It's paranormal activity in this castle? Yeah, probably. Paranormal activity?
Yeah.
Has some experience. What's the most active place in here?
Well,
you know, it's the chapel or?
Not really, no. We experience it everywhere.
Okay.
It's like they've never interfered with us or made life difficult in any way.
Okay.
They let us know they're here, and they do that in many ways. We hear them. I suppose we hear them at night a good bit, but
voices or noises?
No, I'll tell you. Well, it's something. Yeah, we hear them at night a good bit. It's not a nighttime thing only, but it's so quiet here when we lock up at night. Yeah. And it's like footsteps, like people walking around, doors opening and closing. Now we do hear voices, but it'd be like a crowd of people in another room, all talking. Now you can't make out what they're saying. But the thing about it, we say you heard it out there now, and you're sure it was coming from there. But if you go out there, it's not. It's always someplace else.
Okay.
You're never at it. You never where it is. You know.
Okay. Then one last question. There's a story about a woman in a red dress or something which appears in the upper room.
Well, yeah. Now, I experienced her a bit, not a lot. No, and it's a long time since I did.
Okay.
And the first time was when there was a television program being done here by a company called Most Haunted.
Yeah.
And they were the first experience, and that was the first time I experienced her as well.
Okay.
I don't know what to think about her. I don't know anything about her either.
Okay.
I don't know what period she's from. Some people think that there is some kind of negative energy around her. Now we haven't experienced that.
Okay.
Some people have said that to us.
Okay. Hat jemand eine Frage?
Ist noch jemand eine Frage? Wegen dem Medaillon?
Der weiß nicht viel über die Frau, er weiß, kann nichts darüber. Okay.
In your own words, do you think in the worldwide web you can read about Leap Castle is one of the most haunted places in the world? Do you think like the same?
Well, you see, it's the most documented as well. You see, I don't have experience of other places, so it's difficult for me to compare it to other places.
Okay.
But all I can say is that there are many, many spirits in the house.
Yeah.
But as I said earlier, they don't interfere with us. You know, we live alongside it.
Okay.
And if it was bad, we wouldn't be here. You know, if it was negative or or any kind of bad energy, we wouldn't be. We just wouldn't be here.
Okay.
No, they do, as I said, they do let us know they're here. And we see them.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of them. And there is a lady down here that touches off people as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ja, sonst wäre das Skelett mit oben. Das haben wir dann Skelett.
Wie viele unterschiedliche Personen hier schon wahrgenommen wurden?
Do you know how many people, spirits was recognized here? Also, is it only the woman or is it?
No, there are many, but it's so difficult to put.
Okay.
Then down to, again in history, there are many people put numbers.
Okay.
But it's very difficult to know. I mean, there are some that we meet on a regular basis, but then there's always one-off things that happen. So it's just, I think it's impossible to put a number on this.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
But it's truth, in the Bloody Chapel is somebody killed.
Ich hab's doch verstanden.
Ja, das stimmt, hat er schon gesagt.
Ja.
Hat er schon, okay, okay.
Haben wir schon. Dass da die Skelette gefunden wurden.
Nein, es war mir darum, ob dieser Bruder dort oben
Ach so.
wirklich ermordet worden ist.
Ach so,
Kannst du das nochmal fragen?
There's a story about a brother who killed his other brother in the Bloody Chapel. Is it true?
Oh yeah, that was
does
in the middle 1400s.
Okay.
It was overpowered, really. Well, the brother that was killed, he was a priest, and he was killed while saying mass. The two brothers were primogeniture didn't exist in Ireland. If a chieftain died or a king died, they would get suitable candidates from the clan. They'd be high up members in the family.
Yeah, of course.
And then it would go to a council, and they would make a choice as to who would be the most suitable. But this caused huge problems, and that's what happened in the chapel there. They were both up for it, and the priest started a mass before his brother arrived, and his brother took insult. He said, that it was the biggest insult he ever experienced, and so he killed him.